Welcome to On Location with Councillor Mandeo, where we talk about amazing things that happen in our community, the present, the past, and the future. Today, back on popular demand, I have Don Cunnings, a longtime resident of Coquitlam, who contributed so much to our community through his work through the city of Coquitlam. Today, I will go back and say, last time we talked about the lakes. Today is all about pools. So Don is going to share with us the history of the swimming pools in Coquitlam. Over to you, Don.
Thank you. Well, the little known secret about the history of indoor swimming pools in Coquitlam is that Coquitlam's first indoor swimming pool, that is an indoor swimming pool within the boundaries of the municipality, was located in the Boys Industrial School on the grounds of Essendale, which is now referred to as Riverview Mental Hospital. And the Boys Industrial School, I had the privilege of being placed on secondment as the physical education specialist was when they were transitioning the school to Brannon Lake in Nanaimo. And it was a unique 30-foot by 60-foot fill and drain pool. It was heated, but it was not filtered or chlorinated. It was hand chlorinated. So there was a lot of health rules that were kind of set aside, and the patients of Essendale also used it, but it was principally for the boys that were incarcerated in the Boys Industrial School, Coquitlam.
You mentioned that you worked at Essendale, and that's where you met your wife, right? Can you share a little bit about
that? Yes, Betty graduated as an RN from Winnipeg General and was doing a postgraduate course at Essendale back in 1953-54. And I was a young recreational therapist in the Crease Clinic. And as a part of her training, she had to circulate through all of the departments of the hospital. So when she circulated through with her classmates, the recreational therapy department, that's where we met. And so we jokingly, people say, well, where did you meet? We say we met in the mental hospital.
I love that. And that's where your long-term marriage started, right there.
Amazing. We celebrated our 65th wedding anniversary just this past October 8th.
Wow, so, congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Cemented and started at Riverview Hospital.
Yes. Amazing. Thank you. I'll take you back to the indoor pool.
The nurses would have an evening where would teach swimming or just open swimming for staff at the Boys Industrial School. And the acronym for the Boys Industrial School was BISCO, and which is Boys Industrial School Coquitlam. So BISCO had this 30 by 60 indoor swimming pool on the ground floor, and immediately above it, it had a lovely gymnasium.
Wow.
So it was kind of a YMCA right in the heart of Coquitlam. So that was really, although it wasn't available to the general population, even Como Lake High School in 1953, when it opened on King Albert Street at Marmont, a teacher there by the name of Ron Smith used to take the swim team from Como Lake High School down to the Boys Industrial School in the evening to train. So that was the first indoor pool in Coquitlam. And then we go fast forward to 1971, and this was a Centennial year, and Centennials have always played a pivotal role in recreational facility growth in Coquitlam.
Yes.
And at the time, the Centennial project, subject to a referendum being approved, was a golf course, an 18-hole golf course within Mundy Park. But that referendum failed, which left the city of Coquitlam without a Centennial project, and time was running out for funds from Ottawa and the province. So I was given an edict by the then Mayor Jim Tunn, build a 6-lane indoor pool, and we'll have a competition for the name. Well, the pool name was chosen as Chimo Pool, right at the corner of Poirier Street and Winslow Avenue, contiguous to Centennial High School.
Yes.
And so that was our second indoor pool. And our first outdoor pool, public outdoor pool, was also a Centennial in 1958 in Blue Mountain Park. And it provided swimming lessons for thousands of grade 6 students. That was mandatory. They had to take swimming lessons in Blue Mountain Park's Centennial Pool. And again, a Centennial project recognizing the coming together of the colony of Vancouver Island and the colony of British Columbia. And so the joining of those two colonies in 1871 caused this Centennial to happen. And so we got our first outdoor pool in Blue Mountain Park. And at the same time, Port Coquitlam, the outdoor pool on Shaughnessy Street, was their Centennial project. And in Haney, now Maple Ridge, they too had an identical built Centennial outdoor pool. And of those three, the only one still standing is Port Coquitlam's pool on Shaughnessy Street. So Coquitlam is long gone. So that's just a quick overview of how Essendale, Riverview, and the Boys Industrial School started the ball rolling with the first indoor pool. And then thanks to a failed golf course referendum, we got Chimo Pool, Coquitlam's first public indoor pool. And thanks to a Centennial, we got our first outdoor pool. Mountain Park.
Exactly. And I find it interesting that you said swimming was mandatory for all grade 6 students back then.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
And, yes. That was thanks to a close collaboration with the superintendent of schools, Roy Stibbs, and myself, and the physical education people. And we even had a shirt tail life saving where we taught them how to use a bucket to invert a bucket and trap the air in a bucket and float around, and jump with hip waders, and to bend knees and trap the air in the bottom of the hip waders and float around like a duck. and
Gosh.
blow air into your blue jeans by tying on.
Oh,
Yeah, actually Navy military training I
wow.
that I had learned over the years, and
Wow.
hopefully it saved a few people's lives. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I wish we could make it mandatory again,
Yeah.
because swimming is so critical, you
Oh,
know,
oh,
for the children, right? I know my daughter, I put her in swimming when she was 6 months old because I knew she needed to learn it and to get comfortable with the water, right?
yeah. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do, but to build a respect for water can't be overemphasized. Uh,
Exactly. And I watched this summer, and it looks like every summer that comes by, you hear of all the drownings that are happening because that respect sometimes is not there,
That's
the
right.
respect of water. So,
And with busy young parents, to take their eyes off a child in a bathtub can be tragic.
exactly, exactly. Well, thank you again, Dawn, for sharing another piece of history of our beautiful city, Coquitlam. I truly thank you for the time that you've spent with me. And to our listeners, we thank Don Cunnings for once again doing the great thing that he does, knowledge sharing. Until later, thank you for listening to On Location with Councillor Mandel.